Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So we are now officially in November and that means that Christmas is around the corner. Cannot believe how quickly this has turned up. But that does mean we are starting to look for Christmas presents, and so I wanted to do a video on things I recommend buying for gamers. So doing this list for people who maybe are not sure what kind of things gamers might like, or just, you know, as a bit of inspiration for you to ask family members for or friends for. So let's jump straight into the video. So the first thing we are going to be looking at is consoles themselves. So obviously this is a different budget depending on what you have. So this is the OLED Switch. This is just my one. So we got that one. We of course have a Steamdeck, and I do have a video on my channel on the comparisons between the Switch OLED and the Steamdeck. So if you're interested in checking that out before looking at these two, I highly recommend that. So we have those two. If you're more on a budget, we have the Switch Lite, and this one is one of the cheaper ones that you can get, about £200 for one of these, and usually you can find it with a game included in with it. So this one is a more budget friendly option. This comes in multiple colours. I will be linking everything down below for you guys. So that's consoles. I would say if you're wanting to get a console, these are good. Retro consoles such as a 3DS or a DS Lite, they are good because a lot of us are all getting back into more retro consoles now. However, do be aware that they come with a higher price than you may think if you're not sure. So do beware and have a look around. But this is a really good starter console. This was my first. I definitely recommend this, especially if it's for someone maybe younger or someone who's not had one yet. This is a very good option. So definitely look into those three. Again, go with your budget because we all have different budgets. So next thing is we're going to look at accessories, and the first one I'm going to start with is for the Steam Deck is skins that you can buy. So this is one of the ones I have, and this is from Play Vital, and I picked this up on Amazon. And as you can see, I already have one on. So when I purchased, I didn't realise it actually comes with two, which is amazing because then you've got another one for either to pass on to someone, or when this one eventually comes off, which, I mean, I don't think that's going to be for quite a while because it hasn't moved, you've got another one ready to put on. These are really cheap. I think it was about £18 I picked it up for two, which is really good. It's really sturdy, really well held on. And of course you can also pick up the grip parts here that I've got, and this is also by Play Vital. And this just adds a bit of padding, so it makes it easier to hold for longer periods of time. I will link all of this down below, don't worry. But that is definitely something I recommend just to protect your console. The Steam Deck, depending on which option you buy, it actually comes with its own case. And let me just grab that to show you. So here's the Steam Deck case that mine came with. This is super sturdy, and this is obviously for the highest option. I believe it's the second and highest option that it comes with. You can find non-branded ones, but if you are planning on buying the higher end model of the Steam Deck, it will come with a carry case, and I really do think it's worth it because it's sturdy. As you can see, it's really well protected in this, and I love that it came with it because it just saves me the extra money of buying one. With that, the Switch, you can buy hard cases. So this is one of my Zelda ones, along with the Zelda thumb grips that I got to go with this. These you can find anywhere. Google search just Switch case, it brings up these. I have so many. This is just a couple. So this is a dock cover, so you can also buy these. This just slides onto the dock and protects the front, and also just adds a bit of an image to it. But we also have different, as you can see, another Zelda one, and then I got this one. This is from Geekshare, and I would say they're a very good brand. When you buy a case, let me just grab them, it will come with the Joy-Con covers as well, and these are silicone, which are one of my favourites because they're easy to get on and off. They're not going to scratch your console. So I definitely recommend them as well. It's always good when you get a new console to get things like, well, I recommend tempered glass screen protectors, which all of my consoles, aside from my Steam Deck, all of my consoles have screen protectors on. it's just not worth the risk of scratching the console screen, especially, you know, if you're getting it for someone younger. It's just an added level of protection, and it just covers your back basically. And they're really good, they don't come off. You can't really tell, but I do have one on. You can kind of see on the edges where it's bubbled a little bit, but that's just because I'm awful at putting them on. But it's just an added level of protection with all of this. They look amazing. It adds another level of personalisation to your console as well. So I really, really recommend that. To go alongside with that, we have thumb grips. So I've got some Kuromi ones here. This is a thumb grip container, and this again is from Geekshare, and I will again link all this below. And these are, show you my Zelda ones. So these are ones I tend to use the most, but I have amassed a collection, I will say. So I can't even show you all of them, but there's quite a few of them. There are so many more in here, as you can see. I have loads. There are so many to choose from. They are going everywhere. Amazon is a really good place. Again, Geekshare have loads of them. Now, if you are getting something like that for the Steam Deck, you need to be aware, as you can see with the ones here on my Steam Deck, these are made for controllers. Most notably, it will say it was for a PS5 controller. They will fit on the Steam Deck, whereas the other ones that say they are for a Switch will not fit because they are too small. These grips are bigger to fit on these triggers, okay? So that is something to note. So if you're not sure, make sure you find out which console you are buying for, so that you know you're getting the right one. The same here with the Steam Deck. You can actually buy cases for the Steam Deck as you can with the Switch. However, as far as I can tell, I'm only ever finding ones for the LCD Steam Deck, not the Steam Deck OLED that I have, and they won't fit. I've tried and they won't fit. So for me, just sticking with a skin, which yes, definitely it's difficult to put these on. I'm not going to say they're easy unless you're kind of used to doing that sort of thing, but that is something to watch out for. So there's that. The next thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is games. So this is my current physical collection of games for my Switch, and we have a couple of Zeldas. So we've got the newest Zelda game, and this is Echoes of Wisdom, and then also have a physical copy of Tears of the Kingdom. Animal Crossing, I would say, is always a really good option if they haven't got one. If they haven't got a Switch yet, or they just haven't picked this game up, this is a very good one. It's a very cozy farming sim kind of style of game. It's one of the ones that most people will say it's definitely one of the best games that has come out with the Switch. Along with the Zelda games, I would say if the person you're buying for enjoys open world fighting games with a story-rich aspect, I would pick up Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild for them. I would say definitely get Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom, as whilst you can play Tears of the Kingdom before Breath of the Wild, it kind of does go in that kind of order. It's not desperate, but it kind of is recommended. And then obviously we have the newest one, which is Echoes of Wisdom, sorry. This is a sort of top-down 3D chibi-esque style Zelda game. So it's kind of open world, but not as much, so I'd say it's a bit more sandbox. But if they've enjoyed games such as Link's Awakening, then they will definitely like this one. So, and you know, if they're a Zelda fan, picking up any of these Zelda games is going to be amazing for their collection. One of my favourite ones is Stardew Valley. This is the farming sim. This is one of the best farming sims we have on this console. This game was inspired by games like Harvest Moon from back in the day. If they're into very cozy, relaxing games with some fighting-esque style, this is definitely one to pick up. And one of the last games I'm going to recommend, this is not for everyone, but this is Cult of the Lamb. So this is a fighting RPG game where you run a cult as a cute little lamb. So it's maybe a bit more of a mature rating. It does say here that it's for 12 up, so obviously this game is not for young children, but if you're buying for someone a bit older, then I definitely recommend this game if they don't have it. And I would say, obviously just going through my collection here, that if you can find out, so say you're not an immediate family member, if you can find out what kind of games this person plays that you want to purchase for, do kind of search those games into Google and do a search of what should I play after playing insert game name here. And that can be really helpful for helping you find games to complement those particular games as well, because not everyone is going to know. I know myself growing up, my immediate family knew what I played, but my grandparents and my aunts and uncles, they had no clue, and they would have had to have asked my dad. So I know it can be a tricky area to sort of trickle into a bit if you're not sure, and that is the hope of this video. I hope it is helping you. If you're not someone who plays a lot of games, maybe this is going to be helpful for you. So now we're going to move into some more non-game but game-esque themed items, so let's get into that. So one of the first things I want to start with is there is a lot of Animal Crossing merch that you can get. It's definitely a popular game, and it shows from the merchandise that is available. So this is a Switch carry case. Let me just get this opened. So this will take your games, your charger and your console. It's very sturdy. I picked this up in, I'm gonna butcher the name, is it Smith's or Smithy's, that toy store? I picked it up in there and I think it was about £15. There is a lot of Animal Crossing merch. A carry case is always brilliant, especially, you know, if you're going on car rides or just going on holiday. It's a way of having it somewhere close by, all together, so it doesn't get lost. So there's that. Then we have things like the Animal Crossing Lego sets. So I've got this one here. These do come in different price budgets. Apologies about my camera has gone a bit funny. 2 seconds. Apologies for that. Here we are. So this is one of the Animal Crossing sets. There are multiple of these available, and they do range in prices with, I believe this one was £24 I picked up on sale in game, but they do go up to £75 I believe is one of them. There are more coming out next year with different characters. I believe we'll find out more in January, I believe. And then another thing that we can get is little plushies. So these are by the brand Club Moshi, and these are the smaller ones. These can be found easily on Amazon and other such places, and they're just very cute. So this is the Celeste one, and these I believe were about £14. There are some bigger ones, but of course the price budget does go up with them as well. And then one of the other things that you can get is mugs. So this one my husband brought me last year, and I've even left the price on this one. This one was £9. So very, very cute little Animal Crossing mug. As I said, have a look around, because you can find games, different games with these sorts of things. So these cups. So 2 seconds, I will show you another one. So this one has some of my pens in, but this is a Breath of the Wild one that my husband also picked up for me Christmas last year, and I just keep my pens and pencils in this one next to my desk. But as you can see, if you have a look around, you can certainly find items like this, and as you've seen in a few of my videos, you can even get t-shirts. I have a Zelda t-shirt that I like to wear in some of my videos. More difficult to find, there are Animal Crossing t-shirts, and Primark for a while had some Animal Crossing pyjamas. If you want to look for that sort of thing, you can look on second-hand places for them. I know on Vinted quite often I will see children's Animal Crossing pyjamas pop up, but not so much the adult ones, so do keep that in mind that it's not as easy to find now. Another thing you can get is you can get these Pokemon nano block figures, and you put these together, so it's like Lego but it's much smaller pieces. But for Pokemon lovers, this is a really cute idea, and these can be found in most places. This one I got in HMV, so they're very common to find, and there are lots of different characters available, a lot of the starters from the original gens as well for those fans. And this is just one of my Animal Crossing ones, but you can also pick up guidebooks. So this one I picked up used on eBay, so it is a bit battered, but they're a bit big so I can't get them in the video. But there are also some Animal Crossing New Horizon guidebooks. Just be aware with them that sometimes there are fake ones available online, so be sure to check reviews and make sure that they have like illustrated images, and they will say official on them. But these are really good, and these are available for so many games. I just happen to have the Animal Crossing ones. There's a Stardew Valley one as well that is available, but there's a lot more of these available. You can even find old PlayStation magazines online, because obviously unfortunately that company is no longer going to be making magazines. But guidebooks are so useful. It will have lots of different stuff about the game in it. You know, this one for etc. will talk about different clothing and different characters and all that good stuff. So these are very, very helpful and just nice to put on your coffee table, if you ask me. So one of the next things I want to talk about is a Divoom. So this is more just an accessory for your desk, and this is a pixelator screen. It can also play music and it has a very good sound to it. This one I picked up in Prime Day last year, and I managed to get it for, I think it's £54 instead of 90 something. And this one you will get an app on your phone. I don't think my phone's gonna be picked up, there you go. And then you can just go through the gallery and choose different pictures. This one at the moment, and let me just show you some of the other ones. So there's one. Obviously when you download the app it will give you ones for your Divoom, because there are multiple of these, but it's just a cute little thing to have on your desk. It's a nice little interactive device. Excuse me, I do apologise, I'm still a bit sick. But it's just a nice little interactive thing to have, a nice little present, not too expensive either, which is really good. One of the last things I want to talk about is controllers. So these are amazing. These are really good for if you have a Switch or a Steamdeck. So these are wireless controllers that I bought on Amazon. You can get all sorts of different ones. Some are better than others. This one, it looks amazing, but unfortunately it started drift stick after, I want to say, about 4-5 months. So it looks good, but it's not one I would recommend. This one is really cool because this one actually lights up. Let me see if I can pick it up on camera for you. There you go. So this one has a star pattern to it when you turn it on, but not there when it's off. So that is very good, and that is an RGB one as well. But these are just very useful if you're going to have your console docked and you maybe feel more comfortable playing with a controller than you do with the Joy-Cons, because they can be a bit iffy to hold if you're not used to that, or just if you need something bigger to grasp whilst you play, then I definitely recommend a controller. And that is everything I'm going to show in this video. And I know this video has been a bit longer today, but I really hope this has helped someone maybe think of what they'd like for Christmas, or what they would like to get someone for Christmas. If you've got any questions, don't, you know, leave them down below in the comments to me and I will happily get back to you. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I do apologise at the moment for the weird schedule because I've just been not very well, but hopefully I have some more videos coming out now that I'm getting better. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like button and subscribe, and I will see you on our next video. So bye.